Today's 15-minute flow is all for the joints. So the older I've gotten, the more I have to be mindful of my joints and just keeping them as healthy and strong as I possibly can. So this class is going to help you to get into everything from your toes all the way up to your fingers, to your neck. It's a beautiful way to start the day. And even if you can't spend the full 15 minutes doing it, just doing these exercises throughout the day will help mitigate the problems associated with our Western lifestyle. So we're going to begin on our knees. We're going to come forward and we're going to start to curl our toes over. Now, this can be quite painful to begin with. You want to separate the toes as much as possible, and you can start on your hands and knees and then just start to slowly walk back up. If you're comfortable here, you can come to sit on your heels and just bring your hands into your lap. Close down your eyes and take a few breaths. Inhale through both nostrils and exhale through the mouth. If it starts to become too painful at any point, you can always come out of the pose or just rock forward a little bit and then go back. We want to work slowly into this pose, and eventually, hopefully you'll be able to hold it for around 2 to 3 minutes. I have recently injured my toes, so I'm finding this one to be that delicate mix between comfort and a slight little pain, so I'm not going to stay in it for too much longer. Just taking 2 more breaths. And then rocking forward and paddling the toes out, seeing if that feels good. Just knocking the tops of the toes down. And then we're going to come to sit back down into our kneeling pose. We're going to take an inhale, opening up through the heart space. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the right hand beneath the left. You might want to bring the backs of your hands together, or if you can, coming all the way around so palms meet. We're going to start to feel this stretch into our shoulder blades. So we're aiming to stretch the area of the joints that don't normally get these stretches into them. We're going to start to raise our hands up, bringing our arms to a 90-degree right angle. Just taking a few more breaths. The best yoga that we can do for our joints is yin yoga. So I like to practice yin around about twice a week, and I just find that it helps to still my mind and my body. And even if there's just one yin pose that you want to practice each day, just bringing that in and working on specific target areas. Taking an inhale and exhale, releasing, and start to roll our shoulder blades. Taking one shoulder back and then the other. Just starting to feel the chest broaden. And then taking an inhale, opening out wide. And this time we're going to bring our left arm under our right, either bringing the backs of the hands together, or if it's available to you, the palms. Taking a breath in and exhale. As you inhale, just raising those arms up and feeling that lightness that comes with the inhale. And as you exhale, softening through the shoulders, through the hips. Feeling the stretch coming through the shoulder blades. And then gently opening up the arms, taking those shoulders and rolling them forwards this time. And we're going to cross our legs and just come to a comfortable seated position. We're going to take our hands out in front. We're going to start to press it as though we're pressing against a wall. We're going to draw those fingers backwards. So you're going to feel this stretch all in here. We're going to come onto hands and knees and stretch a little bit more. So just gentle, moving slowly, and then pulling it back towards us. And switching hands, first bringing the fingers back. Noticing if one side feels perhaps a little bit easier than the other, and actively pushing that hand in front of you, and then the other. Starting to feel the stretch all along the top of your wrist. Beautiful. Coming over onto hands and knees now. We're going to set up as though for cat-cow, but instead of moving and flexing our spine backwards and forwards to begin with, we're going to start to rock over the hands and then come back. Rocking over, just seeing how far you can go before you start to feel that stretch too intensely. And then slowly coming back, we're going to start to make some circles with our hips, going round, so that we're getting that stretch. Our spine is flexing in every direction. And we're going the opposite direction. Taking one more circle. And then coming to stillness, we'll do our cat-cow now. So as you inhale, dropping your chest through the arms, letting your belly hang heavy, not trying to hold it in, and tilting that pelvis up and back, almost as though someone has hold of where your tail would be and is lifting it up. We're going to bring our gaze to the ceiling. And as you exhale, tucking the chin to spine, really pressing through the hands, so getting that stretch into the shoulder blades. Just take 2 more of these flows. We're coming to stillness, crossing over the legs. We're going to roll onto our bottoms. We're going to extend our left leg out in front. Drawing the toes back towards you, you're going to take your right foot, place it outside of the left, taking the time to align our hips, feeling them make connection to the earth. Inhale, opening up across the chest, really feeling that stretch all the way over your collarbone. And as you exhale, we're going to bring that left hand, wrapping it around the right knee, and bring our right hand behind us. Just grazing over the shoulder. And if it feels comfortable for you, you're going to bring that left elbow to the right knee, opening all your fingers towards the sky and then closing them down. Feeling that whole body starting to awaken, getting a little bit softer, a little bit more limber. Keeping that gaze over your shoulder, feeling the stretch along the left-hand side of your neck. And then exhale, coming to a fall. Switching legs over, drawing the knees up towards the ceiling, realigning your hips. Inhale, opening out across the chest. As you exhale, rolling around to the left, hand comes behind you, and then perhaps bringing that right elbow to the left knee. Again, opening and closing the hands, making sure the toes are flexing back towards you on the extended leg. And coming to face the front. We're going to come into a butterfly variation. So soles of the feet come to kiss, knees fall open. It doesn't matter how far apart you've got them. We're really just finding a comfortable position where we can start to let the hip flexors open up. Inhale, really lengthening that heart space, keeping your spine elongated. We're going to take a few gentle stretches of the neck. Starting to get into the neck joints. Never making circles with the neck, always just going up and down. Our neck isn't a ball joint, so making circles, although it might feel good, it isn't good for our joints long term. As the chin meets the chest this time, just stopping, letting your head be heavy. And then gaze to the ceiling, letting your shoulders drop away. And jutting that chin out so you're feeling the stretch along the front of the neck. And then bringing the head back to straight. We're going to bring our right hand to the mat. Our left hand's going to find the right ear. And we're going to press our ear up towards the ceiling. Just starting to feel the stretch all the way along the neck, down into the shoulders. Breathing gently and steady. And then switching sides. Just playing around with the angle. If you feel any pain, as always, stop. These feel-good flows are designed to help your body feel good and help your mind relax. So there should be no stress or pain in any of the poses we do. And then releasing. I'm going to come forward into a forward fold here. So I want you to start leading with your heart, just to walk your hands down, feeling the stretch come into the hip flexors, and maybe taking a few gentle flutters with your legs. You can play around with the distance. If you want to feel it more into the outer hips, you can take your feet away. And if you want to feel it more into the hip flexor, walk them in a bit closer. Everyone's body is different, so what might be naturally easy for you can be really stressful for someone else. So just find the variation where you feel that you're getting the best stretch for your body. And once you've found that pose, that variation that feels really delicious, take an inhale, and as you exhale, just let your heart melt towards your feet. Never pressing or pushing, just always allowing your body to melt there. Using the breath to guide you in. And then slowly walking back up. And bring the soles of the feet to the mat and come to lie down on our back. Extending the left leg towards the ceiling. I'm going to take a few forward and back movements with the ankle. Feeling that stretch coming into the ankle joint. And if it feels good, you can extend your right leg down the mat and then start to draw that knee towards your chest. Just letting yourself melt down here, pressing that heel up towards the ceiling. Head, shoulders relaxed on the mat. And then slowly switching legs. Taking that right leg to the sky. Sole of the left foot finds the mat. And taking those forward and back flexions. And then coming to stillness. Again, if you feel like it feels nice, you can extend that left leg out. And then slowly drawing the sole of the right foot to the mat, we're going to come into a spinal twist. So we're going to bring that left knee in, extending the right leg down. I'm going to slowly roll over to our right. And I want you to tuck your right hip underneath the left, so you're feeling the stretch into that waist and the back of your hip. And you can take your left arm out to the side and just start to feel the breath traveling down into your hips, releasing any tension in the legs, the face. And then gently rolling back onto the back, taking your legs as wide as the mat. We're going to take a few rainbows, dropping the legs to the left and then the right. This time we're going to extend the left leg down the mat, drawing the right knee in towards the chest, maybe taking a few rocks from side to side, and then letting your body melt to the left. Again, tucking that left hip beneath the right, extending your right arm out, feeling that twist, that gentle stretch into the waist. If it feels good to you, you might want to bring your gaze over that right shoulder, just feeling the whole body start to unfurl. And then gently bringing the soles of the feet, realigning the spine. We'll just take a couple of bridge flows to finalize the class. So inhale, tilting the pelvis up, pushing your hips, feeling your whole body contracting, drawing those knees in. And then as you exhale, lowering the spine one vertebrae at a time. Pressing those hips down, tilting the pelvis up, and then floating back up again, pausing at the top. Exhale to lower. Extending the legs down the mat and coming into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Bringing your attention back to the breath, we inhale through both nostrils and take a long, slow exhale through the mouth. Not trying to control the breath, just slowing it down and allowing yourself to feel the effects the breath has on your still body. As always, if you have time to continue lying here in Shavasana, please do so. Otherwise, slowly making your way up into Sukhasana, our easy cross-legged pose. Bringing your hands to your heart space, taking an inhale and exhale. We bring our hands to our third eye for compassion in our thoughts. We bring them to our lips for compassion in the words we speak, internally to ourselves and externally to others. And we bring them to our heart space for compassion in the actions we choose to take as we walk our journey every day. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may my thoughts, my words, and my actions contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Feel Good Flow. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, so you don't miss another video.